Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chinese Pod. I'm Joy.
Hi everyone, I'm Josh. 欢迎回到中文播客。
Today, we're going to talk about the animal, the bird, in Chinese culture. Now, in Western culture, birds fly over the rainbow, so they must be very free. Is it the same in Chinese culture?
是啊，在中国文化里，鸟代表的是自由。很多人常常想象自己是一只鸟一样，在空中自由地飞。
So they would imagine themselves as birds flying freely. Today, we're going to talk about several idioms that have to do with birds and people's actions, and they all incorporate Chinese wisdom.
没错，今天我们就要来聊一些和鸟有关的句子，还有一些常见的谚语。我们开始吧。我们来看看第一个句子：枪打出头鸟。所以枪打到鸟，什么鸟呢？头比较突出的鸟。
Okay. So we're shooting a bird, and the shot is going to hit that bird whose head is the most obvious. This is very interesting. Why are we hitting the bird, and why are we talking about that special bird?
如果是在打鸟的时候，飞来一群鸟，你要打鸟的时候，你会打哪一只呢
If I'm hunting, I would hit probably maybe the first one.
最前面的鸟，
Yeah.
或是我们也可以说是最漂亮的，或是最大的，因为比较容易打到。
Oh.
所以你觉得这句话“枪打出头鸟”是什么意思？
It means that the gun is going to hit the most obvious target. So I'm guessing that's a warning to not be an obvious target.
是这个意思。在中国文化里，强调的是要和大家都一样，不要太特别，也就是和谐。
So we're talking about harmony in a group. And we don't want to stand out too much or cause some kind of trouble. We can also say 合群, which means to be part of a group.
没错。
And this is a little bit different from Western culture because individuality is important. But here we're saying that that's not really a good advice.
是啊，在中国文化里不是这么想。
Okay, I've got a story for you. So at my last company, this guy got a big promotion. And everybody was happy for him. He was happy. But then he wouldn't stop talking about it and was showing off and telling people that I got this much cash, I have this bonus, and I'm doing so well. And then everybody hates him, and then he lost his money.
所以大家都讨厌他，他的钱还被偷了。所以这时候你可以建议他，枪打出头鸟，你别太出风头。出风头是什么意思
？To show yourself?
意思就是特别喜欢表现，所以低调一点比较好。
Yeah, so that's another one. 低调, that's low key. So be more low key. Or just don't be too proud, be humble.
所以整句话是：枪打出头鸟，你别太出风头，低调一点比较好。我还有一个例子，以前我读书的时候，在上课大家都不喜欢举手问问题，你知道为什么吗？
Is it because no one knew the answer?
不对，其实大家怕举手的时候问问题问得很简单，大家觉得他很笨。
Oh, so they're actually afraid that someone else would find their question to be easy or stupid, so they would have a bad impression of them.
没错，或是大家觉得问问题的人在出风头。
Okay, so they would think that the person asking the question is showing off or something.
没错，但是这时候我们就要说枪打出头鸟，但是大家上课就是来学习的，对不对？所以你不用管别人怎么想。
This is a very big difference between the learning styles of different cultures. In Western cultures, we're always encouraged to ask questions. In Chinese culture, they're sort of afraid to stand out as much, so they need more encouragement.
我们再来看看这个句子：笨鸟先飞，早入林。所以笨的鸟先早一点练习飞，才可以早一点进入森林。
Okay, so we have a bird that is 笨, which is dumb or not very smart. If the bird learns to fly earlier, then he can enter the forest earlier. I feel like there are a lot of metaphors here.
这边有笨鸟，为什么是笨鸟呢？
I don't think that the bird is dumb, but maybe the bird was born smaller or is not as good at flying as some other birds.
比较小的鸟，或是我们可以说是不太会飞的鸟，或是飞得比较慢的鸟。
So they're born with some not so great qualities that maybe makes them not as good of flyers as other birds.
所以我们可以说是不太会飞的鸟，要先早一点练习开始飞，才可以早一点进入森林找东西吃。
So when we're talking about forest here, we're not really talking about entering a forest for fun, but the forest is like your society in life where you would have your career, where you would find food, make a living, so entering society.
对，像是入社会的感觉，或是我们可以说是进入成功的意思。
So on the road to success.
是。那你觉得这句话是什么意思？
So if I put it all together, I think that would mean if you are not amazing in all of your qualities, or you know that you have some disadvantages in your life, then you got to work harder in order to be capable when you walk into life. Something like that?
所以，如果知道自己是不够聪明的人，只要早一点努力准备或是努力学习，就比较有机会成功。我们来看一个例子吧。
Okay, I have a story about a very hardworking friend of mine. When we were in high school, he got into the basketball team, but he was quite short.
所以他是个矮个儿，但是他进入了篮球队。
Yeah, and he was benched all the time because he didn't really play very well. So he practiced 3 hours every day.
哇，真的要很努力才行啊。
And then finally, at the end of the season, he had gotten in to most of the games.
所以这时候他就可以说，我能力不如别人，只好笨鸟先飞，才能早入林。对了，你还记得我们刚刚说的枪打出头鸟吗？
Yeah, so that's a warning to be not too obvious or not show off.
是啊，我本来学习非常不好，但是我爸妈常告诉我，笨鸟先飞早入林。
Oh, so what did you do?
我上课的时候就像只出头鸟一样，一直举手回答问题。
Oh, so I'm guessing that your studies improved a lot?
其实没有，因为我在家里都不读书，所以学习也没有变好。
All right, so even though we're told not to show off too much or show ourselves that much, if we know that we have some sort of disadvantage, we still want to work really hard to achieve what we want in life.
我们最后来看看这个句子：一鸟在手，胜于百鸟在林。所以手上已经拿到一只鸟，就不要想着百鸟在林，森林里的那些鸟了。所以你觉得意思是什么？
So we have a bird in our hands,
一鸟。
which means it's in our possession. 胜于 is greater than or wins over hundreds of birds. So I'm guessing this is telling us to not be too greedy and appreciate what we have.
不要太贪心，要知足。
知足 to know that you have enough or to be happy or complacent.
所以胜于百鸟在林，就不要再想着其他比较好的东西了。
Do we have an example?
你知道巴菲特就曾经拿这一句话来建议想投资的人吗？
Warren Buffett. So basically, this is a piece of investment advice. if you do well or if you already get some success, then just keep what you have and forget the rest.
没错啊，这个就是见好就收，意思就是你发现你赚到钱的时候，就差不多停了。
So basically, don't overinvest and know when to stop, when to sell your stocks, when to pause your investments.
是啊，不要太贪心。所以投资这件事儿，可以说是一鸟在手，胜于百鸟在林。啊，我还有一个很好的例子，有一个女孩，她已经有了男朋友，但是却一直和其他男生约会。
So basically, she wasn't satisfied with what she had.
她很贪心，所以这时候你可以建议她，或是警告她，一鸟在手，胜于百鸟在林。既然已经有一个男朋友了，就不要再看其他男生了。
You already have a boyfriend, so don't put your eyes everywhere else.
那可以看其他女生吗？
I think it's fine. Okay, so today we talked about 3 different Chinese idioms, sentences related to birds. The first one is, don't be too obvious, be more humble and low-key, otherwise you get in trouble.
没错，这句话是枪打出头鸟。
And the second one is, if your bird is not so smooth or you really don't know how to fly, you got to start learning earlier so that you can succeed.
这句话是笨鸟先飞早入林。
And finally, the last one is, if you've already got a bird at hand, don't go chasing all the other ones.
最后一句话是一鸟在手，胜于百鸟在林。
So do you agree with this advice? If you know any other Chinese idioms with the word bird, or you have any comments on these idioms, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Joy.
I'm Josh.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
下次见。
Introducing Chinese Pod Recap, the app with fast summary lessons. How much time do you have? Join us in the beta program. For more info, go to ChinesePod.com/recap.